No. But Driscoll will be working in the workshop this afternoon. Now, come on. Get out to muster.
Hey, Susie. But you were supposed to be Mr. Marnie's star pupil.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, it's the second time you got this typeface in the wrong box.
I'd say her mind's on something else.
Sorry, I just can't stop thinking about Mum.
Sometimes it doesn't do any good to think too much about these things, love.
That's right, honey. Why don't you just let things run their own course?
How can I stop thinking about it?
Because it's been so long. Let's face it, you always have your mum on your mind now, don't you?
What are you getting at?
Well, love, sometimes when you want something really badly, it's easy to make a mistake in the end.
Is that what you think?
Well, it does make sense now, doesn't it?
You see, we all know what it's like to be lonely. But when you want something as badly as you do, well, your mind can play tricks on you.
No, it's not like that at all.
Okay, this is about ready to roll.
Don't take things wrongly, love.
Look, I'm going to write a letter to Auntie Gwen and get her to send a photo.
Okay, let her roll.
Eh?
Turn it on, dummy.
Oh.
Honey, don't worry about it too much.
I know what you mean.
Why don't we just talk about it later, okay?
You'll see.
Hey, these look pretty good.
Yeah, we keep on like this, well, we can be finished in no time, huh?
Let me see those. Well, seems you can get something right after all.
Well, it was a pretty easy run, Mrs. Powell.
Oh, I don't know. It looks as complicated as that newspaper of yours.
Oh, no, that was a lot harder.
What's the difference?
Well, newspapers got columns and everything, you know?
Yeah, this is quite different. This is like all those other government jobs we've done. Nothing to it. I mean, a newspaper's something that has to be set up by somebody like Mr. Marnie.
Well, what happens when he leaves for good?
Oh, will he get it right by then?
Yes, I thought so. You deliberately sabotaged the newspaper to get him back here.
Oh, Mrs. Powell, we wouldn't do
Don't
anything
lie
like
to
that.
me, Birdsworth. Now, look. Not only have you wasted government time and facility by
That's not fair.
but you have also wasted the valuable time of someone good enough to come here and teach you. Well, I'm sure when Mrs. Davidson hears about this, your newspaper's down the drain altogether. You cretins.
Why would you want to do a rotten thing like that?
Well, you know Powell.
Oh, I don't know who's worse, her or old Finnegan.
What's Po-Face been up to now?
Oh, she's trigged that we mucked up the printing of the paper. Because someone took advantage of Mr. Marnie's virtues and values.
It wasn't my fault.
No, Pal's like a bloody hawk. She's just waiting to pounce.
Now, we'll never get to see Mr. Marnie before he's married.
Well, we'll never see him afterwards either.
No, it could have been worse.
How?
You could have all ended up in the pound.
Yeah, but that's not all, Bea.
What else?
Well, Pal reckons she's going to have the paper stopped altogether.
She will, too, if she can get away with it.
Not if I can help it, she won't.
What are you going to do, Bea?
If they stop that paper, I'll get a prison-wide strike going that'll have them crawling up the walls.
I thought you weren't that interested in the paper.
I'm not. What gets me is I'm trying to muck up something we've got going for ourselves. If they think they're going to get away with this one without a fight, they've got another thing coming.
Ha! That's the spirit. Show 'em who's the real boss here, and maybe we'll get Mr. Marnie back permanently.
Let's just save the paper first, then we'll worry about your boyfriend later.
He's not me boyfriend.
Oh, come on, Lizzie, you can tell us.
Oh, bugger off.
Whatever for?
Well, it seems they want Mr. Marnie to return, at least temporarily.
Who's at the centre of this brainwave?
Well, Mrs. Powell's report wasn't completely clear, but it seems it was probably Lizzie.
Ah, yes, well, I can believe that. Has a copy of the report been sent to the department?
Not yet, but I'll have to send it, and you know what that will mean.
Stopping the paper over one of Lizzie's silly pranks hardly seems fair.
Well, it's done now. Did you want to see me about something?
Oh, yes, Doreen's asked whether they can have a surprise birthday party for Bea. Well, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to let them blow off some steam.
Well, under the circumstances, I think it's an excellent idea. Lizzie can bake the cake on kitchen duty. Oh, Meg, you know, it's rather a nice change to know that they're planning a surprise.
Now they've sent us someone nice to see us off tonight.
Yeah, well, it's better than old po-faced Pal, isn't it?
I suppose you three are all in on Doreen's little conspiracy?
Conspiracy?
You mean
What?
the surprise party? Is it still on?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson's agreed.
Beauty!
Shh, keep it
down or there'll be no surprise.
And I've organised kitchen duty for you for a couple of days, Lizzie, so I suppose you'll be baking the cake?
Mrs. M, I was going to ask you if I could do that.
Beat you to it.
God, if things come that easy around here, I might decide to stay.
Oh, don't bother. They'll give us the party with one hand, but they'll take away something else with the other.
Yeah, that's their style, all right.
Well, maybe we should ask for the stripper.
Yeah, why not?
Don't be silly. They'd never buy that.
Well, we can have the singing telegram.
Well, that wouldn't be as much fun.
It would be after I'd wised up my friend to do it.
Oh, you cunning bugger.
Come on, ladies. Some of us want to get some sleep tonight.
Oh, is that an offer?
Feeling any better, love?
In a word, no. I will never drink sweet wine again.
Well, I did try and warn you. But you wouldn't stop.
Yeah, I know. You told me so.
My fault, I suppose. I did buy the wine.
2 bottles. If you'd like some for breakfast, I'm sure there's a mouthful left.
Oh, no, thanks. You sure you feel all right for work today?
Of course I don't. Now that I'm leaving, it's a major struggle to get there. But I'll get better as the day goes on.
I'll check up on you when I get there.
You're not still going? I thought after Colleen rang you last night.
Well, if they want me there badly enough to muck up their own paper, I can hardly let them down, can I?
Just a pushover for those women.
Maybe.
Hey, come and see Mr. Marnie today.
Thank God I'm getting out of here tomorrow. I don't think I could survive starting too many mornings off like this. Even Goldilocks would turn this porridge down.
Well, you're not wrong, you know. I mean, look what it did to Lizzie. You'd never believe she was only 28 years old.
That's enough of your cheek.
Lizzie?
Hello, Mrs. M.
Morning, Lizzie. I fixed up your work detail for you. You're on kitchen duty today and tomorrow.
Today? Oh, I want to work in the print shop.
Oh, you'd have more fun in the kitchen, Lizzie.
I'm glad you feel that way, Smart, because you're on kitchen duty too.
Well, at least you'll be able to see that we get something decent on your last day.
Oh, sure, and get blamed for this, and then they'd extend my sentence.
Have you all got your pieces for the paper ready?
Oh, yeah, I got mine. Beauty.
That's very good, Lizzie, but it's unprintable. I think you better give it to the editor.
Oh, I thought it was funny.
Give it over here.
You got something for us, B?
Not interested.
Why not? I thought
I
you'd...
don't fancy myself as a journalist.
After the fight you put up for the paper, I thought you'd be right in it.
That's different. That was a fight for the women.
See, that's B's specialty. If you wanted to do something, well, you just make it into a fight.
Thank you, but I don't need you to explain to everyone what makes me tick. There are plenty of women who do have something to say. Get it from them.
All right, but I'm disappointed.
You'll get over it.
I've done my gardening column.
Good for you.
Susie?
Please do 3 copies of those, Julie, and bring them to me when completed so I can send them off today.
Morning, Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, I'm so sorry to bring you in like this, Mr. Marnie.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Yes, but you must have such a lot to do with the wedding so close.
You don't know Janet's mother, do you?
No.
Well, she has taken over the whole operation in Queensland like a general organising her biggest campaign.
Still, it must be comforting to know that everything's being done.
The only thing she isn't doing is making sure that I'm at the church on time, so I haven't got much to do beforehand.
However, the women should not have disrupted their work just to get you back here.
You know something, Mrs. Davidson? It's about the best compliment I've ever had. I'm glad to be here for the last day.
Good.
Well, better get to it.
Oh, don't forget the farewell party this evening.
I'll be there.
How's that? It's just a matter of being a little more economical with words.
Yeah. Well, it does read better, I must admit it.
Hi, team.
Oh, we got him back.
Yeah, not for long, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's a pity Lizzie isn't here.
Yeah, well, how's everything going?
They're coming on fine. We'll probably have the paper out sometime tomorrow.
You know, we could do with a few more like you around here.
How come?
Well, you are taking one of the officers with you, aren't you?
Yeah, and what a way to go, eh?
You'd probably be ankle deep in little offices in no time at all.
Not likely.
Children, I can't stand the vicious little ankle biters. I never met a child yet I could take home to meet mother.
Janet?
Here, let me do that.
I can manage.
Look, just sit down and let me make the coffee. All right now?
Yeah, thanks.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, it's nothing.
Janet.
Oh, God, I don't know. Maybe everything's wrong.
Look, It's time to talk to someone. You're not handling it very well alone.
I think I'm pregnant.
So?